from us frequently and casually. 2 key words, frequently and casually. Remember, we're in a relationship with these hostesses, kind of like we're dating them, okay? And if we're too stuffy, they're not going to want to date us anymore. Or if we don't call them and we blow them off, or they're going to think that we're blowing them off, so they're not going to want to date us anymore. And that's going to leave us feeling more tense, more frustrated. They're going to feel like they've got all this work to do. We run a business. We have to be professional, but it's a fun business. And if we can stay organized, it's going to be even more fun for us. So the top part of this form is real easy. You sit with your hostess. So like if Kelly and I were doing a show, or at the show, I would say, okay, Kelly, so we're going to do your show. You said you wanted to do it in the month of November. So on Thursday, November 2nd, and so what time works for you? 6, 6:30, 7 o'clock?
Quarter to 7.
Okay, quarter to 7? Okay, great. So we're going to put down at 6:38 is your show time, because your friends are going to think you're nuts, so they're going to want to come. So 6:38, so your info here, and your phone number, okay, and is that your cell phone or your home number? Your cell, is that the best number to get a hold of you on? Okay, and Kelly, do you text?
I do.
Okay, good. Good to know in case I need to let you know I'm thinking about you. When's your birthday, Kelly? Month and day? I don't need your...
Oh, June 7th.
Okay, June 7th. I love to spoil my hostesses. And you know what, Kelly? I have started this theme. See, just like at home, when I'm on the phone, I walk and I talk. I started this really cool thing with theme shows for my guests, like Sandals and Salsa, or Monday Not Football, or Mexican Fiesta. So you can think about what you want to do with that. And then I would love to swing by someday next week, and I'll bring you your hostess packet. We can go over what kind of theme you want. Are you available next week sometime in the evening? Okay, what day works best for you?
Thursday.
Okay, Thursday, great. And then real quick too, when doing your invitations, do you want me to send out your invitations for you?
Oh, no, I'll do it.
Okay, so I can print up a stack and bring those to you? Is that okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Well, great. And next week, what time?
Can I do it during the
Oh
morning?
yeah, in the morning is perfect.
10 o'clock.
Okay, 10 o'clock, great. Okay, well I will see you then, and okay, that's good.
Okay.
Be about 15 minutes.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
awesome. Thanks, Kelly. Super easy. I just set up the date. That's that top part. You're just filling it out. Where did my sunglasses go?
They're on the ground stage.
Thank you. These are prop. I need them. Okay, so that's super easy, but here's where the magic happens. Scroll up. This black box here, this is the coup de grace. This is the stuff that everything you need to do before the game time and after game time, it's all right here. Obviously, it's just a checklist. The first part is that booking thank you, that save the date, sent. You call your hostesses the very next day. You call her and tell her how happy and how excited you are that she's set a date with you. A lot of times our hostesses leave and they don't hear from us, and they lose the excitement. They lose the, oh my gosh, the thrill of getting all that free jewelry. So we need to call them and remind them. So when you call her, you might say something like this. Say, I put my sunglasses on. That lets you know that I'm in role play mode. Okay. Hey, Kelly, it's Amy from last night. How are you? Good. Hey, Kel, I just got to tell you how awesome I think you are for setting a date with me to let me spoil you in free jewelry and girl time. How about that? Good. Hey, did you know that Donna ended up with over $250 in free jewelry last night?
Shut up.
I know, isn't that crazy? My goal is to create. My goal is to create an incredible experience for you and your girlfriends. Sound good? Okay, great. Well, I'm going to see you next week with your packet, but I'm also going to send you a save the email date, or save the date email that you can forward to your friends and kind of tease them a little bit about your show and make sure they get it on their calendar. So I'm going to do that for you today, okay? All right, cool. Well, I will see you next Thursday at 10 o'clock. Can't wait to see you, Kelly. Awesome. Thanks. Bye. Easy. You're calling her. You're excited. You're getting her excited. You set up the date. Following the guest list due, that obviously is when she's going to get, but she's not, she wants to do her own invitation, so that's okay. Booking bonus, promotion. Is Premier offering a promotion? If they are, write it down. Or did you play pass or play, or did you offer to give her something because she booked on one of your star dates? Write it down, because guess what? We're going to get busy. You're going to have several shows, and if you're offering different things, you're going to go crazy thinking, oh my gosh, what did I offer? What did I do? So keep it down and put it on your checklist. Hostess packet given. I bring the hostess packet to her at her hostess coaching date. So I'm just going to write, if I send her home with a catalog, I'm going to write down, gave her a catalog. It just helps me keep track of everything that I'm doing. OP, the opportunity presentation. Now, hostess coaching, Kelly is going to do a little bit of, no, not today. Never mind. I need a checklist for training. But when I hostess coach, I tell my hostesses about this business. So I just came up with a little sheet, and don't worry, because I'm going to email this out to the leaders and they can forward it to you. It's just a checklist that at Hostess Coaching, I go through this with her. This lets me know that I did that. Did you know, most of you guys have been coming to training, so you do know, but for you new jewelers, 1 out of 10 hostesses will come into this business if you tell them about it. So make sure you're telling them about it. So that's what that's for.
Why don't you just go through that? That's kind of for new people. They might want to hear that.
Just like if I...
Especially about the money and all that part. You know, like, do you want the jewelry or the money? You know, that part.
Oh yeah, when you set your show date, you ask your, like I would ask Kelly, I'll say, okay Kelly, great, now let me ask you a question. I've got my sunglasses. Let me ask you a question. Do you just want the free jewelry from your show, or do you want the profit also?
Oh, you're going to give me your money or your profit?
Well, on average, girls make about $300 every time they do this. Is that something that interests you at all?
Yeah, and you're going to give that to me?
Well, you know what? Let's talk. This might be something that you're interested in. So I'm going to give her that little teaser, and then when I meet with her to hostess coach her, or hostess connect with her, I'm going to go through this worksheet. It's just basically questions to consider. Do you know somebody who would like to make about 50 bucks an hour part-time, or have you ever thought about doing something like this? See, she doesn't know. They don't know this is a really lucrative business that's all about people and all about enriching lives unless you tell her. And I'm going to tell her, Kelly, here's what makes us different. We make 50% from day one. You sell a $50 piece, you make 25 bucks, and you get paid that night. You get paid immediately, there's no quotas, amazing support, you work with a lot of really other fabulous women. Premier pays for the hostess benefits, and Premier puts people first before profit. Isn't that cool?
It is. I guess if I'm doing the show, I might as well do that too.
You might as well. Okay, we're going to sign you up. I'm going to sign you under me. So we'll email this out. But again, you have to tell them about it, because if you don't tell them about it, how in the world are they going to know, and then you're going to be out of luck. So, all right, the next call. Am I on track here? Okay, 2-week call. You want to call them. A big thing with hostesses, one of the major complaints that hostesses have is that their consultants, their reps, their jewelry ladies, you know, whatever party they're doing, they don't keep in contact with them enough. And we always think that we're bombarding them with phone calls and stuff when really they want to hear from us. So your second week call, and by the way, I know I'm talking fast, I've got little handouts of all the verbiage that I'm saying. And if I don't, I may not have enough. We'll email that out to everybody as well. So this is how your second week call is going to go. Or your 2 week before your show call. Everybody with me? Okay. Hey, Kelly, it's Amy. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Hey, I just wanted to let you know I sent your invites out today in these really super cute zebra print bags. Your girlfriends are going to love them. Well, I'm really looking forward to this night with you and your friends. And hey, I was thinking, Kelly, do you have anybody that lives out of town that loves jewelry and you think might like to see a catalog?
I'm thinking it, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. You know what? Do me a favor. Email me their address, and I will get them a book sent out to them right away, okay? Because remember, Premier's got that bonus. If you have $100 in pre-sales, girl, you're looking at 80 bucks and free before I even walk in that door. Is that cool?
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay, good. So just let me know, and if you think of anybody else, just forward that information with me, or forward that info to me also, okay? Now, you'll start getting RSVPs. People are going to start calling you and letting you know they're coming. But don't get freaked out if not everybody RSVPs. I don't want you to, I don't know why people don't do that anymore. But I just wanted to let you know the invites were out.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks, Kelly. I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye. Really super easy. Then following is the 1 week. You want to call her about a week before her show. I typically send out an email. I'll send out an email letting her know that, hey, I can't wait. It's almost girl time. Super excited. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to be with your friends and spoil everybody with the jewelry. Just sending out a quick email. You're building that relationship with her. You're becoming her friend. Friends like to do business with their friends. Friends aren't going to cancel on you. You're building that relationship. Then that final call, 24 to 48 hours, is going to sound like this. I think I just like to wear sunglasses. That's all this is. Hey, Kelly, it's Amy. How are you?
Hi, Amy. Good.
Good. Hey, are you excited about your girls' night?
I have 9 people so far coming, so I'm going to work on just a couple more.
Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. Well, good. Well, is there anybody that you haven't heard from that you really want to spend your special night with, Kelly?
Yeah, there's a few people. call.
You know what? Give those girls a quick call and tell them how much better your girls' night is going to be when they come, okay?
Okay.
No need to go through your whole list. And if you have anybody that placed an order or wants to order, just make sure you have all that collected for me when I get there. I don't need the money right now, but just collect all that and have that ready for me. And remember, showtime is at 6:45, so I'll be there about 6 o'clock or so. Is that good?
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, cool. Do you have any questions for me, Kelly?
Yeah, I have my wish list going and everything, so I'm good to go.
Good, fantastic. I was going to remind you about that. Now remember, it's a no-stress party. Girl, light those candles, play some music, and get ready for a fun night.
I'm so excited.
Okay, cool. I'll see you later. All right, bye-bye. Do you realize how lectury it is? And the more I've been listening to trainings and stuff, it dawned on me. Do you realize how lectury it is to tell those hostesses, make the reminder calls, call everybody on their list. Who has time to call 40 people? That's always what we've been taught. But the reality is, they don't call 40 people. They really don't call everybody. They're busy. Wouldn't it make more sense to focus on the girls that she really wants there? Because if she's intimidated by calling 40 or 50 people that we sent invites out to, she's not going to call any of them. And she's already said she's got 9 people coming. I forgot to, in my verbiage that I hand out, it says, hey, great, remember, Premier gives you that bonus when you have 10 people there, and girl, you're already at 9, so call those girls that you really want there. That'll make a big difference. But it's true. You don't want to make them feel so overwhelmed. This is supposed to be a really fun night, and you want her to make a few calls rather than no calls. And typically when we ask her how many people are coming, because I used to say, okay, Kelly, how many people are coming? I just need to know how many catalogs to bring. A lot of times what they hear is, how much money can I expect to make that evening? So I'm telling her, hey, this is about you. You call your girlfriends that you want there. There's no stress. She's going to say, okay, absolutely. I'm going to pick up that phone and I'm going to call them. If your hostesses see how easy this is and how friendly you are and how attentive you are to her needs, not yours, she's going to be so excited about this event. She's going to tell all her friends. And she's going to refer you to her friends because you have made it so over the top easy for her. And you've done it just by the checklist. It's really that simple because truly, here's the deal, ladies. Give it a choice for a busy gal coming home from a long day of working and running around. If she could A, have a bubble bath and curl up with a good book. B, meet the girls out for some cocktails at happy hour and some appetizers. Have a date night with her hubby or spend it with her family or go to a direct sales show. Really? We're not going to win. We really aren't, unless we change our thinking and make it fun and stay in touch with our hostesses and be casual with them. We're dating them. We can't forget that. I've already talked about they need to hear from us, keep in contact. Okay, moving on. Bonus box. This is so super important. Close the show out the night of the show. Because when you leave it open, chances are people will say, oh, I'll place my order. Half the time they walk off with your books and they never even place an order. And then your hostess is stuck with more work, having to track everybody down to get their orders. But in the rare instance that you have to leave it open for a day or two, never longer than a day or two, you can check off the bonuses that she's earned and how high her show was and how much free jewelry she's getting so far so that when you do close out the show, you're on the same page with her. And everybody knows exactly what she's getting. So that's what that box is for. After the show, the next day, call her to say how much fun that you've had at the show. That's that. Okay, show sent to premiere. That's when you close the show out. Thank you sent. Okay, that's where we're at right now. Send a personal thank you note and call her the very next day. Let her know, Kelly, I have had so much fun with you last night. Thank you so much for having me over. You are the bomb, and I hope everybody had as much fun as I did.
Oh, Amy, thank you. My friends loved you.
Oh. In all things, give thanks. Truly, in all things, give thanks. And plus, it's on the checklist. It says, thank you, sent, so you have to be able to check that off. Ever hear that saying, the fortune is in the follow-up? Right? It's true. We tend to have this, and I learned this at one of our trainings, we tend to have this love them and leave them attitude, where we love everybody at the show. We love those $100 orders. We love that everybody's booking with us, but then the next couple of days, we forget about them. And we never talk to them again. But yet when we need bookings, when we call up these people and say, hey, do a show with me, when we haven't really even taken care of them and they have made us successful. So you want to have that attitude of gratitude. You need to set yourself apart. We need to love on those who help us. Call everyone and thank them the next day or two. By doing that, you guys, that's made the world's difference in my business. Truly, it has. Just recently, I made some phone calls. Oh wait, let me give you the verbiage first. I'm not putting my sunglasses on. All right. So now I'm making my day after phone calls. I would say something like, "Hey, Lynn, it's Amy from Kelly's show last night. How are ya? Hey, listen, I'm just calling to say thank you for coming last night. It was great meeting you. You were the life of the party. I love what you picked out, and I can't wait for you to get it. If there's anything I can do for you, call me up. Happy to do so." And she's going to say, "Oh my gosh, that was so nice." Typically, I end up leaving a message, and it says the same thing. "Hey, it's Amy from Kelly's show last night." I don't say Amy Logan, the jewelry lady from Premier Designs. "Hey, it's Amy," because we're friends now. I'm just calling to say thanks for coming last night. It was great meeting you. You were the life of the party. Now, not everybody has to be the life of the party. But you can say, "Hey, I really loved meeting you. That what you picked out, you are gonna love it. Jewelry's gonna be delivered to Kelly soon, and I just want to thank you for helping my business be successful. If there's anything I can do for you, give me a call." That's it. You're typically leaving messages. Okay, so back to my story, because it's all about me. I was making these phone calls, and I called this one girl, and I had gotten busy, so it was 2 days after the show, and I called her and I said, and she answered the phone, and usually they don't answer the phone during the day. That's why I called during the day. But she answered the phone, and I said, "Christy, oh my gosh, it was so great, meeting you last night." She says, "Amy, I am so glad that you called." And my heart kind of got up in my throat because you never know. And I thought, oh gosh, she's going to cancel her order. She had like a $150 order. She's going to cancel this. And I go, "Oh, really? What's going on? What can I do for you?" Because it's what can I do for you attitude. And she goes, "I just got to tell you, I had so much fun this night, and I loved all the cool jewelry tricks that you were showing. I told some of my girlfriends at work about it. They want me to have you over, and I want to do a jewelry show." Thank God! I already processed a credit card. But that happens, that attitude, gratitude, and does that happen all the time? No. I've been making these phone calls since Donnie had one of the trainers in toward the beginning of the year, and this was the first one. But you know what happens? They talk about it. Even when you leave that message, I've had hostesses come up to me and say, "Amy, my husband made me play that message 3 times because nobody has ever called us and said thank you." And these women, a lot of times, they'll keep going to your shows. You want to treat them the way they treated you at your show by spending money with you and booking a show with you. And you're going to have crummy hostesses and customers and all that stuff, but treat everybody the way you want to be treated. Okay, off my soapbox. All right. If you get busy, because we all get super busy, make the calls after they get their jewelry. Do jewelry check-in calls. "Hey, how are your jewelry pieces?" Definitely check in with your hostess. Well, first of all, let your hostess know when the jewelry is on its way. Call her, shoot her an email, shoot your guests an email, and we have forms for that too. Follow up, make sure that all the jewelry is good. And when you're calling customers and checking in with them, that's a great way, that's a great customer service, because if they have an issue, if they have a problem with a piece of their jewelry, you guys, jewelry breaks, it happens, it's a man-made item, it's delicate. We offer the best customer service. You want to find out about those issues. You might be thinking, "Oh God, no, I don't want any of those issues." But you serve them, and if you take care of them when crummy things happen, they're going to keep coming back to you. Do you want loyal customers, or do you just want that $100 order or $50 order that night? No, you want to create loyal customers so that when they think of jewelry, they're going to say, "I'm calling Erin Ducray because she's my jewelry lady. I'm calling Kelly Bosch, she's my jewelry lady." That's what you want to create. 45-day customer care calls, you want to call them and catch them, at least your hostesses, before that golden guarantee is up. Now, look at this. Wow. Who knew that this one form could produce 4 pages of notes? It sounds like a lot of work, but you guys, we took the work out of it. We're giving you the verbiage. It's a checklist. All you need to do is follow the checklist. It's easy. Step 1, fill out this checklist for each one of your hostesses. Keep them in a sheet protector. You know why? Because here's what I do. This is my stuff. This is real. Woo! Oh, that's loud. Kathy Washington. I keep all of my, you put it in here because then you can come home. These are my shows and stuff in here. And the post-it notes, thank you. Post-it notes notes are, if I need to contact them, it's just an easy visual for me to know that I need to call them. And then what you do with this is you bring these with to your shows, so you can put all your order forms, everything in your shows. And then raise your hand again if you were one that said you were busy with life or work full time or have kids or a dog or fish, right? It's portable. You can take this with anywhere you go, and you can work it on your lunch hour, on your breaks, while you're sitting in line to pick up the kids. All right, so you bring this with your shows, you fill it out. This for jewelers use only. Show total checks. How much money was paid to you? How much charges were given to you? Cash, hostess. All that money that you received minus what you paid to Premier, that's your profit. This is awesome come tax time because you can show profit loss. You can show all the money that you took in and all the money that you paid out. The checklist before filing away. Make sure you've run all your credit cards, that your guest surveys are put properly where they go, that all your customers have paid, that your hostess has paid, and that you've made your day after thank you calls. You are welcome. Good. I'm going to make it easier for you. This was a collaborative effort. This isn't just me. This is Kelly, and this is Donna, and I had some input from my team. But I want to show you very quickly what I keep on my desk, because... Oh, I'm talking too fast.
It's important what you're saying, around to get it.
Okay, thanks, Donna. I need to lay off the coffee. These are the folders that I keep on my desk. Again, this is a very portable system. For those of you who work full-time, you can keep this, you can trap them this way in your binder. God bless you. This is the first file that's on my desk. These are this month's shows because I need to keep in contact with all of my hostesses, so I've got these ready at my fingertips. This month's shows, that's the first file. Right behind it, I have my open show, because again, on the rare instance that I keep a show open, okay, I do sometimes, but I'm the visual. You know what? I'm going to do what Donna does. Everybody look up. Look at me. Because this is pretty powerful. I want everybody to go like this. Make the A-OK sign. Okay? Now put that little A-OK sign, put it on your chin. Okay, most people went like this, right? I said put it on your chin. Where are See what I mean? I learned that from Donna, but it's good stuff because we are visual. So this is my visual system. This month shows. Right behind that I have open shows so that when I come home and I have a hook she's leaving it open a day or two, I put that file right here because it's a visual showing me I still have a show open. And when we're coming in with all these upcoming shows, you can't lose track that you have an open show, so it goes in here. Okay, then when we close it, I take it out and I put it, look at this, in my next file, right behind it that says just closed, waiting for jewelry. So now I know that these shows in here, they haven't gotten their jewelry yet. They're closed, but Premier has to send out their jewelry. And if a week goes by and I still have this filled, I know I need to get on the computer and see if Premier sent them their stuff, and I need to call my hostess and make sure she got her stuff. It's a visual. Then, once I've talked to my hostess and she says that she's gotten her stuff, I take it out of here, and I put it in my last folder. Look at how big this guy is. And this folder says 45 days. And I put it in the back. Because what happens now, about 45 days, about a month and a half, this is my customer service time. This is when I don't know what to do or when I schedule my work time for phone calls, I'm going to grab the front sleeve. And this is from my friend Wendy who did her show on July 8th. I need to call her and make sure all her jewelry is good and find out if she has any manufacturing defects with her pieces and if she's heard anything from her friends. And you know what? Sometimes they do. And she says, Amy, I am so glad that you called because my neighbor, her necklace broke, she lost her receipt, she lost her business card, and I just keep forgetting about, calling you, whatever. They are so glad that you call and you check in with them. It's just a good customer service. I'm creating customer loyalty. I want them coming back to me. So I make those calls, and then what do you do with this? I've got binders on my shelf that say my 2011 hostesses, so they go right in there. So it's very duplicable. It goes from spot to spot to spot. Easy?
Yep.
Super duper easy. All right. Fill out the hostess form. Schedule time to work your business every single day so you can keep track of this checklist. The system is portable. Work the checklist and then file your system. It's easy. Now you have an organized system. Work it, commit to it, own it. You don't need fancy stuff. Sometimes we get so hung up on all this fancy stuff that we need to get. Not these, so these are adorable, and this is, we love these. But we get hung up on all this stuff that we need to learn from training. This is not a lot of fancy stuff. This is just basic, easy, easy, easy. You deserve the best in this business, and you deserve the best that this business can offer you, and your family does too. So the bottom line is that when we are organized, we have more focused work time, so we can have more focused play time, so you're not feeling like you're working all the time. Amen? Amen. All right.